on this week's episode of the Wake Up with the Sleeper Boys podcast.
But that does bring us to this week's Build Your Big Three. Overrated or things you don't like about Thanksgiving edition.
My second one is day of Thanksgiving, mostly because we usually do ours on a different day, like the weekend or whatever. We don't usually do it on the day of Thanksgiving. Is everything being closed on Thanksgiving? Which is a bummer for me personally, because like I said, I don't really do a ton on the day of Thanksgiving. So it's like with everything closed, it kind of is a hamper on my day.
It's kind of like Christmas Day too. Like you better have a hankering for some Chinese food.
Exactly.
That's open.
Exactly.
You ever heard a chick on a date, Dean?
Hit a chick on a date?
Hurt.
Oh, I was like, all the time. No, I've never hit. I've never hurt or hit anybody on a date before. Once while I was sleeping, but that's the whole thing. I remember the dream, like specifically. I was being attacked.
You were hitting your girlfriend.
I was really giving it to her in this dream. Right? No, I was like being cornered by zombies. I remember it because I woke up and I was and they were like right in my face, and I was like, and I was like about to hit them in my dream. And I guess like while I was sleeping, I was like having like nightmarish, movements, like like moving around tossing and turning. So she was like trying to wake me up. And right when I was about
Nobody wakes me up.
Right when I woke up, I went, and I smacked her. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And she was like, what the hell? So obviously,
and that's a lesson.
That's a lesson. Don't wake me up.
You'll be better from this.
Hope you learned your lesson. No, it was a total accident.
Yeah. That'd be horrifying.
Where I was just pretending to be asleep. Don't speak. No, I felt terrible about it.
Here we go.
Then wake up with the Sleeper Boys podcast, hosted by me and my brothers Bill and Dean. On this week's episode, we're going to break down the week that was, Triple Crown winning, Build Your Big Three, overrated or things you don't like about Thanksgiving edition. Think about things you don't like or don't even know about. We get into Dean's conspiracy theory of the week. Can't have an episode without a little fun during Bills, Balls, games. Debo, how have you been, man?
Been good. Didn't really do a whole lot. I'm not golfing. I don't really do a ton, but I did see I keep seeing those second date update things, but I'll make this one more quick. But it was one where this guy, he took this girl out on a date to like a family fun center type of thing, and they were like doing laser tag, and she quit getting a hold of him because like I guess he was like being overly competitive during the laser tag to a point to where he was like really going after this one kid, and he was being a brat. Like, I don't know what else to say. And I guess during this his competitiveness, he accidentally like hit her with the butt of his laser tag gun, and broke her nose. Didn't even know, and she left the date midway through and took herself to the hospital. And he was like, why didn't you call me? He was like, she's like, you broke my nose. And didn't do anything about it. Just kept going for this redheaded kid. And I was like, dear Lord. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know.
You ever heard a chick on a date, Dean?
hit a chick on a date?
Hurt.
Oh, I was like, oh, all the time. No, I've never hit. I've never hurt or hit anybody on a date before. Once while I was sleeping, but that's the whole thing. I remember the dream, like specifically. I was being attacked
You were
by
hitting your
zombies.
girlfriend.
I was really giving it to her in this dream, right? No, I was like being cornered by zombies. I remember it because I woke up and I was and they were like right in my face, and I was like, and I was like about to hit them in my dream. And I guess like while I was sleeping, I was like like having like nightmarish movements, like and, like moving around, tossing and turning. So she was like trying to wake me up. And right when I was about
Nobody
to,
wakes me up.
right when I woke up, I went, and I smacked her. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And she's like, what the hell? So obviously,
And that's a lesson.
that's a lesson. Don't wake me up.
You'll be better from this.
Hope you learned your lesson. No, it was a total accident.
Yeah. That'd be horrifying.
Where I was just pretending to be asleep. Oh. Shh, don't speak. No, I felt terrible about it, but
Well, yeah, dude. That's like a nightmare and waking up into another nightmare.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, luckily she understood to an extent. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I can only.
I understand. I get it now, Dean.
But yeah, no, that took some making up. For sure. No. But yeah, no, that was my weekend.
Well, I did not slap anybody up this week.
Good job.
Thank you.
It wasn't this week. Years ago.
That was yesterday.
Not much has gone on. We went to last weekend. We went to Legoland in Detroit.
Did you do the combo?
We did.
Like the Sea Life, Lego, Peppa Pig?
We didn't do the Peppa Pig. We just did the Sea Life and Legoland. Aquarium was cool. Legoland was all right. I don't know if it was $150 good.
That's steep.
Well, it's like $50 a ticket. It's just like, 3-hour drive there, 3-hour drive back.
Yeah. I was thinking $150 a ticket, and I was like,
oh no.
And buy you Legos at home.
Yeah. Charlie liked it, so that was cool. I mean, it was fine. I mean, we talked about, actually, Kate and I talked about today about how we probably wouldn't go back, right away, or if I don't know. I mean, it was cool going and experiencing it. $150 is a lot of money and 6 hours of driving.
Those are rookie numbers, bro.
To touch anemones or.
I've taken all the kids to the Sea Life and Legoland combo package.
Cool mall though.
Yeah.
The mall sells cool.
And they always want to go to Rainforest after.
Oh,
which is also pricey.
The most expensive restaurant you can pick, right?
Sure. Charlie, when we first got there, you obviously walk through the food court, and the Japanese people like, sample, you guys want to sample? And Charlie and I went and got the sample, and it was lemon chicken. Charlie's like, I love that. So her and I just got the lemon chicken.
No more free sample.
We can do that. We're Asian. So
and Kate wasn't allowed.
Yeah. Bill's rules of the road. Pulling out in front of someone with no one behind you. I hate you. All these
Oh,
people every week. Going down the road, someone pulls out in front of you from a side road.
Mhm.
No one's behind you. They proceed to go slow and not get up to speed, and then they just impede your
Yes.
driving. It happens all the time, Dean. I'm sure you know.
You know what I hate about that as well is when you try to go around them because you're like, all right, fine. If you're going to go 50 and a 55, I'll
Mhm.
just go around you. And then they speed up. And you're like, now each of you are going 70 miles per hour down, let's say, Verona. You know what I mean? You're like, what the hell? Like, you were just going 45 miles per hour. Why is, I can't let anybody pass me. It's
after
like,
they cut you
ooh,
off from turning off a side road
yes. Oh my gosh.
with no one behind you at all.
Nobody behind you. Yeah. That's annoying. That's the worst thing.
Be better.
That's how I
Be
feel when
better.
you're going on the freeway and like there's a semi that wants to get over and you're like probably within 20 feet and there's nobody behind you and it's like they still get over in front of you. And in my head every time I'm just like, you could have waited till I got past.
Yeah.
Like I'm not mad, but I'm like, come on.
Right.
You're right.
You could have easily have waited the 5 seconds. It would take,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's
so
super
annoying.
busy and they do that, I get it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Oh yeah.
But it's still kind of like,
I mean, there are
why
tons of
me?
times.
You know what I mean? Why'd
Tons
you
of
pick
times
me?
I'll let semis in on the freeway,
Same here.
flash my beams or whatever if they're trying to get over, and then it's just like it feels like I'm getting stabbed in the back on the other end of it, you
Right.
know, where it's like, dude, nobody's behind me for like a mile
Yeah.
plus.
It's the same.
Like you
drive.
could have let me go by and then gotten behind me.
And then you're going on an uphill, so like they naturally slow down, and then they're just side by side.
Yeah, for like 5 miles. It's like, dude, and now you got a whole line of cars behind you, and you're,
So rules of the road: wait the 5 seconds for whoever it is to pass by you and pull out behind them. It's literally 5 seconds of your time.
and
Unless you're gonna burn.
Yeah,
Unless you're planning to really burn, like you're gonna be going like 15 over. Like you're gonna be hitting it like that. But honestly, I'm okay with you going. Like if you go out in front of me and you just light it up, then I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
I'd
glad you
rather
did.
do that
but
than
this is
tailgate me for the next.
this is pretty much
15 miles.
specifically the people who don't do that.
For sure.
Right? Yeah. If you're not in a hurry,
It makes
just
no
wait.
sense.
Just wait. If you're not going to break the law like the rest of us, just wait. Just
If you
wait.
pull out in front, you at least got to be going 5 over.
Yeah.
Minimum. If you're gonna pull out like that, like you got to be going 5 over at least.
Just to make up for the slow turning you're making regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because most of the time when that happens, you're actually probably closer than what we're probably talking about.
Yeah.
The people that do this are usually the ones that just pull out in front of you right when you're about to pass by them. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. I don't. It happens way too often.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the rules of the road. Just if you're not going to go faster than whatnot, like Eddie said, just wait.
For sure.
With you 100%, man. I mean, getting the stuff I've done, I mean, it's been pretty casual week. I mean, just working, doing stuff, going to the kids' practices, stuff like that. One thing I didn't bring up from a couple weeks ago, and I think we've all been there. When you're just when you're on a hot streak. So I was over at my younger son got invited to a friend's house. And they wanted me to come over too because it was Hughes. It was Justin. It was Justin Hughes. And so Ben was over there too, Ben Hughes, and he had a friend over there. And the kids were all playing, and then like he's got this garage set up where there's like a pool table and darts and whatever. And so me, Ben, and like Ben's friend, I think his name was Adam, or they called him Skiff or something. Us three were doing this thing where it's like, all right, we throw cricket darts, and then you take a shot on the pool table. Everybody's got 5 balls. You know how to play that, or like you just don't hit in your 5. Like I had 6 through 10 or something, and you try and put in everybody else's. And so we get out there, start doing it, and I ended up closing out pool somehow. Dude, I hit some shots that I don't usually hit. And I close out the pool, and then Ben is like talking to the other dude. He's like, we can't let him win darts too. But I'm better at darts than pool. And I already had a lead. And of course, then I end up finishing. I'm like, I'm going to end it on this turn. And I hit a double bowl to finish darts. So I hit that. Then Justin comes in. And in that same garage area, he's got like his Dreamcast hooked up to old school. That's how John and I started playing Super Tecmo Bowl, to the old school video games. And so me and him play Super Tecmo Bowl, and I win that too.
Were you the Raiders?
Oh yeah, of course. He was the Bills. I mean,
so you were cheating essentially.
Bo
Jackson is a cheat code in that game.
It was a close game.
I mean, QB Bills and Thurman Thomas is no joke. With Andre
dude,
Reed.
the Bills on that game, are legit. The Bills, Cowboys, the Lions, and Raiders are pretty close. The Niners too, just because of your Rice, but you got to throw
in Montana.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like they don't have like the fast running back.
Oh, right.
Like Craig's good, but
yeah,
the guys.
He ain't no Bo.
So then I beat Justin and Tecmo, and now I've just completed a triple crown over those boys. I don't think they remembered what it was like to taste that kind of defeat.
The triple crown.
They forget what it's like. Sleepers are competitive with the Hugheses and stuff like that. And I think they forgot. I think they got caught slipping. The darts, the pool, and Super Tecmo Bowl. Triple crown win on the road. You guys ever where you're just like, you're just winning?
And then the final boss comes in, Paul.
He wouldn't been. He would have been ready.
The only thing I can think of was Bill and I were in a dart league not long ago, and I ended the season 2 weeks early because I was just so far ahead that it was impossible for anybody to actually take the regular season crown. That ended it. That was it. We never did it again after that season. They knew what was up. They knew what was up.
So dominant that it ended a league.
I was getting pretty good there at the end. That's for sure. I haven't played in a while now, but that was pretty good. Yeah.
I don't dominate anybody anything. I'd say the only thing that I've been dominant over is I've beat Dean in golf pretty much every time we've played.
There's been one time.
One time.
And I still bring it up. And it was a dominant
victory. I think the gap's closing pretty quick.
I have gotten a lot better over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
For sure. Way better. I mean, when you're hitting 140 as a regular score for 8 years straight. And then,
you rack up the wins quick.
And then Bill took me into a scramble with his brother-in-law and his buddies, and I was so embarrassed at how badly I played around them. I was like, I can't let that happen again. I need to get better. I just need to get better.
I brought Dean and all these dudes
those guys were
mid.
They were too good for me to be golfing with. That's for sure. They were way too good for me.
Did they ever use one of your shots?
We used a couple of my shots actually, but one was a putt, and then I chipped one in with my chipper putter, and I think they were already kind of like, I think we should quit. And then I hit that. Then I hit that ball in. They're like, of course. I heard him say, of course he makes that one in.
Oh, they said that.
I heard him say it. I heard him.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I heard him
So
say.
yeah, I think the gap's closing on that pretty quick. But like, besides that, I'm just not.
I'm still shooting one.
I'm just not like good at anything.
You could run a video game Triple Crown without, on a random night.
I'd say probably the closest thing was when I like, besides the golf, was I might have hit like 3 bets in a row during like college football season.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I could see on some games, like say you played Super Tecmo Bowl, you could get through on that and win. And then like Mario Party and like Mario Kart, like if you put those 3 together, you could Triple Crown that.
Ooh, beer pong. I went like 12-0 one night with
There you
Ben.
go. Beer pong. Yeah.
Boom.
I've
Ben
ran a few
Jones.
tables
I think him
myself.
and I went like 12-0. We were on the board we were on the table for like 3 hours. I was wasted.
Garbage competition, but it was fine.
Whatever. Hey, 12-0 is 12-0. That's a lot of beer pong to not lose.
Yeah.
True.
I've been there.
He's been beyond that.
I went to this party in Albion and just randomly met this dude. And we were just like, well, you want to be beer pong partners? And we were like,
And
yeah.
lovers.
And then we made out a little and then no. And dude, he was really good. And this was during my peak of being good at beer pong. I'm not as good as I used to be, but that was when I could call cups and make them, and him and he could just do the same thing. And we were skunking people for like Bill said, we went 12-13-0 before it was just like, all right, we'll just let somebody else play.
It hits you quick.
That was, yeah, it was just pretty.
It hits you quick. Good. Like that 9th and 10th game, like you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I want to kind of lose. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It gets to that point for sure.
I mean, yeah, I guess I've been there before where it's like, all right, I could go for a loss here just to get
take
off the table,
just to mingle with people.
People have seen I'm a commodity on the table now. Won't be hard to get a partner after that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been pretty good at beer pong.
I've been there on the golf thing, Dean. I feel that like I was in like this I don't know, you had to be in a foursome and it was a fundraiser type of deal.
Yeah.
And it was actually when I was playing a bit, but when I got out there and it was like these 2, CEO type of dudes or whatever, and it was me and somebody else, and we were all in a foursome, and I was just clunking the dirt every time. It was the most embarrassing couple hours of my life. I swear. I mean, I guess it isn't because it like nobody cares now and like whatever.
Right.
But I just remember doing that and just being just completely horrified. Because I'm like, I'm representing like my boss at this thing, and
yeah,
I mean, it just looks so bad. Like I'm like, I don't know how times I tried to explain. I wish I would have stopped because I was just like, hey, I'm not usually this bad.
Right. This isn't normal. And that scramble that Bill and I did, it didn't help that one of the guys on the first hole drove the green and was like 3 feet from the pin on a par 4.
It was insane. The first
hole. And I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
like, should I shoot?
Yeah, should I do anything? Or?
I'm not getting closer than that. I promise.
You're right. Exactly. Yeah, I was like, holy crap! Like it was a shot, and I was like, I don't even think people will believe us that he did that. Like that's how it was a good shot. But yeah, no, that set the tone, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a rough day for me. 6-man scramble or like a 5-man scramble for you guys.
I've been so used to playing with those guys and just being the worst one that I'm like, it's cool to watch.
It was cool to watch. They were. I'm sure they had a lot of fun watching me.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another slice. That one's gone. Who lost the most balls today? It was definitely me in a scramble.
Of course he puts that one out.
Yeah.
Funny.
Embarrassing, dude.
Man. Well, I mean, sometimes you're on a heater, man. I mean, you never know. You catch a little fire, you win, you keep winning. You're always going to be a winner when you're at the one and only Adobo Boy. Isn't that right?
That is correct. Adobo Boy is the official sponsor of Wake Up with the Sleeper Boys podcast. Dean, Eddie, myself, Filipino Americans would love a delicious Filipino meal. And Adobo Boy delivers just that always with their amazing food and vibes that are unmatched in the food industry. Not only do they have delicious food, they also go against the grain of a traditional restaurant. And they tinker with their menu to bring you an amazing variety of Filipino cuisine. Their menu rotates weekly, so there's always a reason to come back to try more authentic Filipino food. There's always the main dish that Brother Dean will describe in a minute, but when that's not there, Kuya Collins Chicken Adobo is a Filipino classic with tender chicken braised with soy sauce, vinegar, and coconut milk, served with quail eggs, Jackie's papaya salad, and cucumber slices over rice. But there's also another adobo, and that adobo is named after their son, Red. Red's pork adobo. Dean, you know what's on it. Give it to us.
Oh yeah, of course. It's tender pork with braised in soy sauce and vinegar on a bed of rice, cucumber, Jackie's papaya salad, and a fried egg. It's delicious. I recommend getting two, eating one separate like I do, as Ace recommends, or mixing it up like Bill and Ed do. But it's worth getting two just to try it for yourself, for sure.
Did you mention that little fried egg that they put on top?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, probably. I zone out when you're talking about it because all I can see in my head is Red's pork adobo.
I mean,
all the blood rushes from my head.
Yeah. I mean,
to another spot.
There's nothing like hearing about adobo from an adobro.
Yeah. Thank you, Dina Dobro. So if you're into trying new and different foods or just like some amazing adobo and vibes, stop in and say hi to owners Ace, Jackie, and Son Red, who are amazing people who genuinely care about your experience. Eddie, give the people what they want right now.
Oh, you know what they want? They want it all, man. They want amazing food. They want amazing ambiance. They want amazing service all at one location. And you can't get that anywhere else than at the one and only Adobo Boy. And on top of that, you know what else people want? They want to get a value for what they're getting. So if you're going to go to Adobo Boy, you know you're going to get that amazing food. You know you're going to get that amazing ambiance. You know you're going to get the amazing service. And then you're going to get the value just by saying Wake Up Podcast and getting 5% off your total bill when you go to the register. Just say Wake Up Podcast. You get 5% off on an amazing meal. It's really a deal you can't beat.
No, I completely agree. 5% off. Every time we do this every week, 39 episodes in for Wake Up and however many for when we did the sports podcast. It still surprises me that you get 5% off to just say Wake Up Podcast. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you should go there. And if you go there, check out adoboboygr.com for official hours and what's on their menu for that week. But usually they're open Tuesday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch and 5 to 7:30 for dinner. On Saturdays, same schedule, except that dinner is open till 8:30 p.m. Adobo Boy is located at 3740 28th Street Southeast in Kentwood, Michigan, inside the Amazing Myanmar restaurant. Amazing Myanmar restaurant is also in the building, obviously, for the name of the building. So an Amazing Myanmar, Adobo Boy, both in there together, both amazing food. Adobo Boy is where you need to go. So get there, get fed, get happy. It is always better at Adobo Boy. Take it away.
I don't want to take it away. I want it all, baby. I want it to keep coming in, man. I mean, you can't take away the Adobo Boy. I mean, that's what life's all about.
I'm hungry.
You know? There's one thing about Adobo Boy is that it's never overrated.
Ever.
It's great every time.
Every time.
Anybody who's had it legitimately couldn't say it is overrated in any sense of the matter. But that does bring us to this week's Build Your Big Three. Overrated or things you don't like about Thanksgiving edition. For those who don't know, Build Your Big Three is a snake style draft where we draft up 1, 2, 3, and then back down 3, 2, 1, where we're trying to draft our top three. And this week we are building our big three overrated or things we don't like about Thanksgiving edition. The order this week is myself, Bill, then Dean. I am on the clock. Round one, pick one. I've had this one teed up because I knew I had the first pick. And just to, give you a little backstory on this number one pick, I've got to say, well, I'd heard something on the radio. Okay, this wouldn't be my natural number one pick, I don't think. But I heard something on the radio where they did a nationwide poll on the number one side dish for Thanksgiving in all of America. All of America.
Okay.
It was green bean casserole. And for me, that's overrated. If you're saying number one in the country is GBC, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. So if you're saying that's number one, I'm saying that to me has got to be there's other things that could be here. But if you're saying in the country that's number one, to me, that is incredibly overrated. I don't care if I come home with a leftover bag of GBC. Like, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't love it. And I don't care if I bring any home. I don't want to reheat green beans in general. But it's good. Like, if I have some, I will.
Yeah.
I will do it. But I'm not hoping.
It's not something you like. If it's not made, you're not going to be like, oh, where's the green bean casserole?
No, right. If it's not there on Thanksgiving, I'm not going to look around and be like, what the?
Yeah, right.
Do you not celebrate this awesome day?
Did you not see the national poll?
Exactly. Well, I was like, really? Number one?
That is, yeah.
So to me, that sits the top of my list because that was the top of the list. GBC, green bean casserole, to me, the most overrated or thing I don't like about Thanksgiving.
Huh.
So, Bill, round one, pick two.
My traveling.
That's a good one.
I mean, it's not that I don't love seeing people, but
basketball or driving?
Both.
Ooh.
Both. And LeBron likes
that is annoying. It is annoying.
LeBron likes to travel. He also likes to go to Diddy parties. So he said they're gonna go party like a Diddy party. Quote of the week. Yeah, no, it's we've done our fair share of traveling and it's not going there. Like, I like being there. I just hate the traffic. I hate if it's bad conditions. Like, it's, and that's the Thanksgiving thing. Thanksgiving, Christmas. So traveling would be my number one.
That's a good one. I had that on my list as well. I'm going to go with my pick, something kind of similar to yours, Bill, but different. I'm going to say like if you're last minute shopping, like going to the store and just how busy it is, because it's just like, no matter, even if you're like going in a checkout lane or whatever, you're still waiting in a long line that nobody really wants to do. You know what I mean? So that was my number one because
And it's
I hate it.
and to your point, it's not just Thanksgiving Day if you're going last minute. It's the day before that. It's the day before that. It's that whole week leading up to it.
the entire week.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the worst. And then my second one is day of Thanksgiving, mostly because we usually do ours on a different day, like the weekend or whatever. We don't usually do it on the day of Thanksgiving. Is everything being closed on Thanksgiving? Which is a bummer for me personally, because like I said, I don't really do a ton on the day of Thanksgiving. So it's like with everything closed, it kind of is a hamper on my day.
It's kind of like Christmas Day too. Like you better have a hankering for some Chinese food.
Yeah, exactly.
That's open.
Exactly. So that's gonna be my number two.
My second pick is deviled eggs. I don't need to explain it. I just hate them.
I think you do need to
Overrated.
explain it.
You need a deep fried deviled egg, is what you need.
I never had one of those.
Neither have I, but I've seen it.
Oh.
It'd probably change your world.
Ooh, yay, warm egg.
I mean,
Breaded.
from somebody who likes deviled eggs a lot,
I loved
it was a consideration for my list also because I've been seeing a lot of like TikToks and stuff like that about deviled eggs this year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I do like them, but I'm not going to like go crazy over them. I've had some that might be worth being like, dang, where are those at?
Right.
I've had some that were like, okay, you did something.
I would have
with these.
rather not had them type.
Yeah, because it ruined the other deviled eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
You
It's kinda
ruined
chalky.
regular deviled eggs.
It's like, could have used a touch more mayo in this one.
Okay. Deviled eggs, I get it. Bill's an egg hater.
For sure.
And it could be overrated, depending on who you're talking to. There's a lot of great things still left. I got to be honest. I'm going to go with small talk conversations with distant relatives, or repetitive small talk conversations with distant relatives. The same, what are you doing? What have you been up to? That's something I've never liked about Thanksgiving. I don't even know if it's overrated. I feel like most people don't super enjoy it. Like,
Right.
I think at a lot of Thanksgivings, people are looking for the people that they usually like to talk to within that family anyway.
Mm.
Then they go from there, and then you get stuck with the other conversations that you weren't really
Right. Yeah.
wanting to do. So, to me, that is something I've never been a big fan of. It is what it is. It's
I
part
mean,
of it.
that's everybody too.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not just me. But yeah, no, that's what I think. I think it's a solid pick. Man, this one's tough. Last choice. To me, there's an easy choice, and then there's one that I had ranked on here. I think I got to go turkey.
Mm.
I think turkey is the staple of the whole holiday meat when there are so many better meats. Like, you could go dark turkey, like, I don't know. Some people are into the dry white turkey, right? I guess. But, like, you could really have gone with anything. It's not like you had to have turkey because it was such a big thing in 1621 when they had the first Thanksgiving. Like, we could just have, like, 3 rotisserie chickens out, and everybody would be happier, I think.
I do like a good rotisserie chicken.
A brisket, as I brought up last Thanksgiving.
It's not traditional though.
But it's way better.
Oh
You
yeah,
can you can just do crock
apples
pots
to
of
oranges.
roast beef. You could just do roast beef.
Like from the
All right, so I guess
packaged deli.
I guess we'll put away the turkey for tomorrow.
That better be good turkey.
Actually, we've had
don't
really good
hate
turkey, Bill.
Just to be the staple of the whole holiday.
That raw, the raw dog nights,
The deep fryer.
Yeah, that no, it was when Pete's mom gave him that thing that covered it up in the oven or whatever. It was so good. It wasn't even the deep fried turkey.
It was really good.
The deep fry was the second year, but the first year we did that, and it was. I mean, that was the best turkey I've ever had for sure.
It was really good.
Way better than a brisket.
Hey man, I've had tons of good brisket, and I've had awesome turkeys.
Yeah, no, that's the only turkey I've ever had. I was like, man, that was amazing. Every other turkey, I mean, it's good. It's turkey.
Right.
It is what it is.
Dude, you're so lucky if you see a white piece of turkey that isn't dry. Yeah. Like that is, like you're legit, like just lucky to have found it.
Somebody's just been spitting on it. Oh, finally.
It makes it better. I don't care if they're spitting. If I didn't see them spit on it and I had it and I was like, oh, that's a moist piece of white turkey. Like, I'll just enjoy it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Better. Tastes like the green bean casserole, though.
And that's the thing. This is where I agree with you, because when I'm putting a plate together, when you go to eat, turkey's not taking up hardly any space on it.
Put a couple of pieces.
It's not the main thing you're looking for to be like, oh, I better make sure I save space for that turkey.
Right.
I want a pile of taters. Yeah. I want some whatever. But I mean, whatever is out there, because it could be a lot of good things and different things.
Well, especially
but the turkey, the white turkey,
dark meat,
especially with our family.
Oh, for sure.
We do, adobo and lumpia and whatnot.
Yeah. There's better meat.
And I'm gonna eat the white turkey.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
I have put Italian dressing on this.
It's
so dry.
But for all those reasons, my last pick is going to be it ending. I was going to say a different one, which if it's not said in the honorable mentions, but I love Thanksgiving. I truly do. I love the people getting together. I love the food. I love everything about it. You know what I mean? It's one of those times, especially as we get older, where, everyone has their own thing going on. Everyone has their own life and whatnot. For everyone to get together and like hang out and have a meal, and you don't have to work the next day for not 100% of people, but for most people, it ending is probably one of the things I hate the most, to be honest with you.
Pretty good. All right, Dean.
My last pick is going to be it's going to be It's Starting. I kind of hate it altogether. I
kind of wish I just
I just kind of wish I worked yesterday. No, my number 3. It's not because I think it's overrated, and even now, like it's not even really because I hate it, because I'll eat it, but that's because I'm fat. But my number 3 is going to be like the canned cranberry sauce. It's just not great. I'm on record on a different podcast saying that was one of my things I don't like. So I'm going to stay true to that and say cranberry sauce.
Yeah,
you're in luck, Dean.
It's good on some dry turkey.
It's making a cranberry sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if. Well, I think John had a reaction to some cranberry sauce yesterday. He had like a red puffy face this morning. We're like, what could it have been? And he had a bunch of cranberry sauce the day before. So
it's not even puffy. It's just pink residue from the cranberry sauce.
He's just got
I ate so much of it.
Well,
cut me off a slice of that cranberry sauce. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like,
hopefully
come
it's not beets.
on. Yeah,
Oh,
give me a beat. Because
Made that
Oh.
mistake.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah,
then
you
we'll
were there.
glad to eat it.
Well, I'll go over our big threes, and then we'll do some honorable mentions. Dean, you'll go first on honorable mentions because you had the last pick today. But since I had the first pick, my big three was green bean casserole, repetitive small talk conversations, and turkey. Bill's big three: traveling, deviled eggs, and it coming to an end. And then Dean's was last minute shopping, everything being closed, and canned cranberry sauce.
Indeed.
Dean, what do you got for honorable mentions out there?
This is more one of them. It's like more like, for the people that go out the night before or whatever. Just running into people that you don't want to see. You know what I mean? Even if it's been however long, and it's for some reason they just want to talk to you anyway, and you're just like, man, I really don't want to talk to you, or I didn't think I'd ever see you again, type of thing. That and I think Black Friday is overrated. I think with all the online shopping and stuff nowadays, I get it. Like there are some really good deals, but I don't know if it's enough for me to go
Got
and
one
fight the
today?
crowds. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Was it busy?
I went
out
out
there?
today. I went
Like
out today.
$80 off of SodaStream. It's like normally 150. We got it for like $70.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, don't like I said, the deals are great. I just, me, I hate big crowds.
Speaking of which, tomorrow, BYOB, your own drink, your own
But you just got a Soda Stream.
No, you bring your own flavor soda.
You got to bring your own. You got to bring your own syrup.
I mean, if you need shoes, went into Meyer and did the boots. Did
I
like
did too
winter
today.
boots.
There's a buy one get one for $1 or whatever.
Yeah, I did that today. I got my my winter work boots and my work shoes. It was like $90 off.
Nice.
Yeah. See, what we did is because Aiden and Caitlin both have to have adult size now, so had Elizabeth run those two together, and then I bought two other pair that were cheaper.
Nice.
So saved like
Good
$40.
call.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to pay for one of the expensive ones. Like if you run them all at the same time, you're gonna pay for the two expensive ones,
Right.
and the other two are $1. So I was like, let's mix this up a little bit.
Yeah, you do the two expensive ones and then the two
Yeah.
low. Yeah.
Yeah. Put those together.
So saved another $35-$40 on top of that. So, but yeah, I'm like, I mean, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But they'll probably be running that all week. So I don't know if it's necessarily.
I mean, some of
Well,
those
that-
deals run through Black Friday too. You know what I mean? Like,
You also run the risk of everything being picked over though, too.
for sure.
definitely.
Bill, do you have some honorable mentions in there?
I really only had one, and that was cleanup.
Sure.
Things I guess I really didn't go with overrated. I just went with things I don't like. Besides deviled eggs, I guess.
Same.
But, I kind of did this off the top of my head. I can't really think of anything overrated. Besides deviled eggs. So, and that's for me, you guys kind of hit it on the head with the turkey. Green bean casserole is definitely. I like green bean casserole. But as like you said, I'm not looking to.
Right.
If I'm taking a bag home, I'm probably not reheating it. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I'm
More
looking
than
for
likely.
mashed potatoes or mac and cheese or something.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 100%. I always thought also, I mean, this is just a personal thing. I always thought stuffing was kind of overrated. I'm not a huge, like, it can be good, but I don't care if it's not there. I mean, it's kind of
It'll be there
weird.
tomorrow.
I'll eat it.
I like stuffing. I don't love it, but I like it.
I mean, all about it. I mean, I guess it depends who you're talking to. The other thing I would say that I never enjoyed about Thanksgiving is when somebody stops and makes everybody say what they're thankful for.
It's always kind of an awkward moment. You know
It
what I mean?
is. Nobody wants to say. And like, yeah, it's nice to say, right? Like it's nice that you would say that, but nobody wants to be like put on the spot and be like, what are you thankful for? You know, like,
Right. Like I'm thankful
I
for
don't
this
know.
fleshlight I got.
This one's lasted me 3 months. I brought it with me today. Just
I
in
brought it
case.
with me. Her name's Denise. Like I wanted to bring her to meet the fam.
It's Dean and Denise
It's
today,
getting
and
pretty serious.
you can call us Double D's. We enjoy each other's company. I'll tell you that.
That thing looks like it's been used quite a bit.
For as used as it still looks awfully tight, which is the scary, which is the part that disturbs most of people. You can tell it's been used a lot, but you could also say it hasn't been used a lot.
It's just the beginning.
Full potential, let's put it that way.
I don't know what
I feel like it could be new for some people, but also super used.
Oh, gross.
I don't know.
Yes.
That got off track. No, great big.
But whatever.
Yeah. I don't know nothing about that, Debo. Yeah, great big threes, guys. Going over that Thanksgiving situation. I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there who have other stuff that happened this Thanksgiving that they could comment right now about that we'd be interested to talk about because a lot of things happened. But so you take that Thanksgiving, things you don't like, things that are overrated, and you go with things you don't like, and things sometimes you don't know about. Which leads us perfectly into Dean's conspiracy theory of the week.
That was a good segue. That's a good segue. So this week I'm gonna dive into a couple of the Mandela effects that people have come up with that have been pretty odd to me. But as you guys know, I've talked about Mandela effects before, like the Berenstain Bears and Fruit of the Loom and Shazam the movie with Sinbad. Which recently, actually, I saw a video going through his uncle's stuff who had recently passed, and he had a Berenstain Bears book that actually said Steen on it, not Stain, even though it's supposedly never existed like that. Same with the Shazam movie as well. The guy had like a physical copy of Shazam with Sinbad, which has never been made, apparently, according to the theory, but he has the physical copy of it. But that's not what I'm discussing today. But recently people have found a couple. Yeah. But recently people have found a couple more that are just as crazy. So to start, you guys know the song, the Christmas song, I'll Be Home for Christmas. And there's a line in there in the song that is kind of messing with a lot of people right now. So I want you to fill in the blank of this line. Okay. So it's I'll be home for Christmas, and there's a line, and it goes, I'll be home for Christmas, and then you can blank on me. What is it?
Count.
You can
Count.
on me. Count.
Count.
Well, I mean, are we going the dirty version or?
No, no. That's exactly so. So we all remember it. We all remember it as you can count on me, but it's actually you can plan on me.
What?
You can go back. So I saw a video of a guy going through and playing like different eras of the song, going back from like most recent to like Frank Sinatra, right? Which is probably the most popular version of the song is the Frank Sinatra version, I assume. And all of them say, you can plan on me, until he goes back to this one album from the Carpenters, which is, I imagine, before Sinatra. It's like they were all vinyls. And that was the only one that said you can plan on me, but obviously Sinatra being probably the most popular version. So that one has been messing with me a little bit, because even when I was like, you can count, it's count. And no, it's been plan on me through apparently all the generations. So, but we all remember it as count. So that's one Mandela effect. The next one is Chick-fil-A. So I don't know if you guys have been to Chick-fil-A recently, but how do you spell Chick-fil-A? Anybody?
CHIK-FIL-A.
Okay.
I mean, I've been there quite a bit.
Okay. Well, this will be good. How do you think?
CHIC.
That's how I thought it was spelled. Well, it turns
What
out
are you talking about? I've
that's
been
not
there
how. That's not how it's spelled. Eddie was close, but it's actually CK. It's like it actually makes more sense for it to be that way. But I always thought it was CHIC, and up until I saw this video literally like yesterday, I thought it was that. Up until I saw it, I was like, what? But you can look it up online, Google it, and it'd say it's always been Chick, CHICK, fillet. It's never been anything else. Yeah, your face is. That's exactly what I was like. Wait, what?
I always thought it was like one letter missing. Whether it was I thought
Me
it
too.
was.
Me too. I guess Eddie did too, but he was closer. At least you said the K. But yeah, no, it's always been spelled chick as in like the actual Chick-fil-A. Always. It's never existed as CHIC or CHIK, which is wild. All right. So, and then, like I said, I even looked it up to see if it had changed over the years. It hasn't. It's always been CHICK. Always.
Whoa.
Yeah, that one kind of blew. But this one, but lastly, this one probably blew my mind the most, right? So you guys remember Stouffer's stovetop stuffing, right? Red box,
Yeah.
black oval with Stouffer's
Stovetop?
in it. Yeah, Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. Right? Yeah, everybody remembers that. Even like commercials, even like recently. Even recently, Dave Chappelle had a joke about it in one of his stand-ups with the kicker right in the. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but hilarious bit. Well, it turns out Stouffer's stovetop stuffing has never existed and has always been a Kraft product. Once again, had to look it up to see if Kraft just bought them out, but no. It says it never existed. Stouffer's stovetop stuffing never existed. Kraft his own stovetop forever.
I didn't even know. I thought stovetop was the brand.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even know it was a Stouffer's thing. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I definitely knew it was Stouffer's stovetop stuffing.
No, you didn't, because it's always been Kraft.
I can't. You're right. It's that one blew my mind the most, because I was like, wait, what? I mean, Kraft had to have just bought them out or something, but no.
I thought you were about to tell me it wasn't stovetop.
It's not stuffing, bro.
Yeah, you're about to really freak me out. I'm like, what do you mean it's not stovetop stuff?
No, it's not Stouffer's. So if that one blew my mind the most, just because I could have swore it was always Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. So in the end, I guess it comes down to, did we like slip through a black hole and in another dimension that's the exact same besides like a few differences? Or is the government just changing small things in history to see how much of history they can change without everybody noticing? Or some people think we're crazy,
What do you think?
pretty wild stuff. I mean, literally all of those, I thought they were the exact opposite. I mean,
You think
but
we're
you
black
can-
holing, or do you think we're government tainted?
I think it's government tainted more than black hole. But the black hole theory isn't bad because that could be possible. But I think it's more the government has some sort of time travel and they're changing little things to see how much they can change without us really noticing.
You think it's to hide the aliens?
I don't. I think that's going to start coming out more coming here soon. I actually saw something, but that'll be different. That'll be down the road. That'll be down the road. Maybe if we last that long.
What if the aliens are changing it just to see if they can mess with us like that?
What's that?
Maybe they're changing all the stuff just to see if they can mess with you.
It's possible. I mean, they're in the ocean, so
I mean, it's got to be so easy.
They're like, here, let's give those what would you say they evolved?
Monkeys.
Yeah, there you go.
they're like, let's just change one word in a song.
And watch them go. We're like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so those are the conspiracies of the week.
we are monkeys to them, Bill.
I know that's what.
Sure. Definitely. We're an advanced version of a monkey. That's like intelligence wise, it's like us to animals and then us to aliens. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like
who
we're
knows
the animals to aliens.
if we're even that close.
Right.
That's the only really thing is, are we even that close?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No, not even close.
it's insane. I don't know.
Mhm. Pretty
Crazy
wild
stuff, man.
Mhm. I like those ones.
The Mandela effect ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, you're like, dude,
Wow.
what's what? Nobody knows. But the only thing to keep us on track, and we know what's what, is when we get into another fun round of Bills, Balls, Games.
All right. Due to me not reading the rules of these two new games that I've got, and I got to figure out a way to have us play with being remote. We're gonna go with true or false again.
Yeah.
Because it's quick. Top
Great
5.
game.
See if Dean can pull one out this week, or if he's gonna upset.
I
Denise even more.
just feel so bad for Eddie that I just let him,
I do. Hey, dude, let it happen. Let it happen every week. I'll take pity wins every time. I don't care. Dub's a dub.
Dub's dub. That's true.
This is your week to impress Denise, Dean.
I impress her every night.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
He doesn't say much.
Right.
Keep going.
All right. Eddie, you won last time. You'll be able to answer first.
I'm going first.
True or false? Boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius.
False.
Yeah, I think that's false.
That is true.
I mean,
It's
true.
In comparison, that
Wait,
is
did I say false?
yeah, 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Celsius threw me off. I was like, that's too
True.
cold.
Dean, true or false? Colorblind people can see color.
I mean, I think that's technically true. So
I'm going to go true also.
1-1. It is true. Some colorblind people can see very narrow ranges of color. Have you ever seen those videos of the people that they give them the glasses where they can see color and
Yeah.
stuff? Oh man,
Pretty crazy.
And then they get their pants or
Poop. They poo themselves.
to
it's
themselves.
okay. I feel a turn in this podcast coming.
It's paid subscriber content.
Yeah. If you want to hear us swear,
Check out the Patreon after
yeah,
this.
check out our Patreon. Set it up.
You get to see this 2 days early.
And you'll want to.
No cuts.
Yeah. You even get the pre-show.
Ooh.
All right. 1-1. True or false, Eddie? Golf balls have 300 to 500 dimples.
False.
I'll say true.
2-1, Dean. It is true. All golf balls don't have the same number of dimples, but at least 300. Crazy to think about. Dean, true or false? John Glenn was the oldest astronaut to travel in space.
Let me think. I know my history really well. I'm going to say false.
I'll go true.
It is now 2-2. John Glenn was 77 years old.
I mean, I think we watched that at school.
Yeah, but it wasn't real. Keep going.
What?
Wake up.
Nothing.
Wake up, fellas.
Is it Dean?
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's my turn.
Look
Dean
at
said
him trying to
false.
cheat. Look at him
Okay.
trying
And then I said true.
Yeah, that's right. Look at him trying to cheat.
true or false? Puffer fish are always edible.
False.
Yeah, that's false.
That is false. 3-3. If you don't cook them properly, they actually can be lethal to eat.
Yeah, they can kill you.
Dean, true or false?
That's the only one I knew for sure.
Dark chocolate is actually good for you.
Oh, that's true.
True.
Cacao. If it's 90% cacao. It's good for
That's 4-4, right?
you. Yeah.
True. It contains antioxidants that fight disease. 4-4. Here we go. Here. Eddie, you're up. I don't know. Okay. The Chinese lunar calendar determines when the Chinese New Year is celebrated.
I'm gonna go with false.
Just going to go with true. Just because it's the opposite.
For the win. Because there is a winner, obviously.
Yeah. That's why I went with true. Yeah.
Get ready, Denise, because Dean is about to be celebrated. Oh, it is true. It is you.
Yes! Denise!
Denise is in trouble tonight.
We go get her out of her box.
I gave that one to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's for you and Denise.
Instead of it being sad,
She
it'll
better be
happy
dressed up tomorrow.
You'll make a woman out of her, Dean. Congratulations.
She looks like one of those KFC cups, you know? The chick. Have you seen those?
No.
Oh, no, it's hilarious. This guy makes it. It doesn't matter.
You'll see it tomorrow.
No, it was a funny job. I'll have to send you guys the video.
I'm going to have to incognito tab that one. And that's Bill's Balls Games.
Awful game. Awful game.
The worst game.
Worst.
The worst game. It's like you don't even know games. Oh, good stuff, man. Yeah, no, that was a good time. For those who are watching, following along, let us know what you scored, in the comments below. Also, what you thought during Dean's conspiracy theory of the week, and of course, what you don't like or what we missed during our big three overrated Thanksgiving or things you don't like about Thanksgiving edition. So let us know down below. That'll do it for us this week. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next week on Wake Up with the Sleeper Boys podcast.
Here we go.